Hi guys, welcome to CA Inter Financial Management MCQs. We are doing chapter number 2, that is types of financing. From where do you get the money to run your business? You might get it from internal sources, external sources. You might get it up by issue of bonds, accepting the public deposits. You might issue equity shares, you might issue preference shares, you might have your own internal generation that is nothing but your retained earnings. Everything possible, every source of finance is covered up in this chapter. Let's hit the question for today. But just one thing before that, every Saturday, Sunday, 9 p.m. my lectures of costing of the previous batch are coming out on our YouTube channel. Don't miss that. It is complete lectures, free for everybody. So if you're going to be appearing for CA Inter exams now and in future, these lectures you all can avail of. You can visit our YouTube channel. Everything that is possible is being put. You get a free soft copy of the book. Apart from that, in this case, you do get rankings of every question, summary of every question. Everything that is possible is being put over here. Let's start it off. So therefore, the question for today is internal sources of finance do not include. Internal sources of finance do not include. It's do not. Okay. So get me the 4 options, please. Better management of working capital. Okay. Ordinary shares. Then retained earnings. And lastly, in this case, reserves and surplus. Now, some option out of this I find very stupid. But then in any case, you all can answer this right now. Please comment the correct answer. Now, in case you do not know the correct answer for any MCQ, keep on cancelling whatever cannot be the answer. That's what I thought for this option. Internal source of finance do not include. Now, I did not understand only A. Better management of working capital. I don't know how that is a source of finance, to be very honest, because if you manage your working capital better, okay, you will not get more money as such. Yes, you might get more amount of cash for sure. Okay, but how does that relate to the question? It's a very stupid option to given by the institute. I'll not even discuss that, to be honest. Okay, but then I like to discuss the other options. Internal sources in this case. First of all, let's try to be talking of, in this case, reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus, in this case, also called as retained earnings. I guess there were 2 options like this over here. Okay, internal source of finance do not include. So, reserves and surplus, obviously in this case, is an internal source of finance. Okay, how does reserves and surplus ever get generated? Past profits keep on getting transferred from P&L account to the balance sheet. Okay, and ultimately the money of profit will be represented on the asset side in form of cash bank. Okay, so therefore, reserves and surplus is always internal in nature. Reserves and surplus is always internal in nature. Somebody is not giving you the money for reserves and surplus. These are your past performances. Do remember, one of the ways to fund your business in future is by using your own profits. Okay, today if I want to be starting any business as such, in fact, the first thing that I always try to look for is how much money I have. That is a profit that I have generated in past. There is something called as pecking theory. Okay, it is there in chapter number 4, cost of capital. P-E-C-K-I-N-G, pecking theory. Now, pecking theory always tells you that whenever a company needs funds, the first option that it selects is always reserves and surplus. Okay, it tries to be using its own sources as such. This is the first thing. Second thing in this case is ordinary shares, also called as equity shares. Now, equity shares in this case are always external. Somebody else is giving you the money. Okay, who? The shareholders. I do understand that. Shareholders are the owners of the company, but they are not internal people. Okay, they are external people who own the company as such. Okay, so therefore, out of the 4 options, internal source of finance do not include. So therefore, see, C and D are internal sources. Okay, C and D, it's almost the same thing. Both of them almost mean the same thing only. Okay, A, I don't know what the hell the sum is talking of also, to be honest. So therefore, answer should be B over here. That should be the correct answer. That's it from my side for today. I'll see you next time in another question. Till then, take care, guys. Bye.